If you're so damn smart, he sneered, slamming the contract down with a smack that echoed off the chip tile, and faded booths then translate this. You could have heard a pin drop in the Old Town Cafe, forks frozen in midair, even the old jukebox pausing halfway through Ain't No Mountain High Enough. But Maya Williams just looked at the stack of legalese that had already crushed 3 high-powered lawyers and Blink 19, black, working the graveyard shift in an apron that still smelled like hash browns and burnt coffee. And for just a second, I swear, she stood taller than Darius Whitmore, the billionaire tech legend who thought he could muscle his way through anything, contracts, people, fate itself. See, Darius was used his way. Built Whitmore tech from scratch, cutthroat, and relentless play chess while the rest of us were stuck on checkers, and nobody, especially not a kid in sneakers, ever called him out in public. But that night, under the humming neon and a sky-threatening rain, he was losing the most important deal of his life. His Dell Billion merger was unraveling, and his pride, his reputation, all of it, dangled by a thread nobody else in Atlanta could see. Maya noticed him before he even looked up, brow furrowed over margins, red ink bleeding from conditional termination on market disruption. "Looks like you're wrestling with a bear," she said, all gentle, setting down a glass of water. Darius grunted. "Contract. Nothing you'd understand." "Maybe," Maya said, and when he snapped, testing her if she'd break like the others, she didn't even blink. "Is this the whole contract?" she asked, flipping through the pages like a surgeon prepping for heart surgery. Darius, a man who never let a moment go unmeasured, just shrugged, watching her. "You got a clause here if your stock drops more than 7% after the merger. They can walk." She didn't even pause. "That's vague market disruption. What does that mean exactly? And $400 million locked up in escrow? That's not partnership. That's leverage." He looked at her for the first time. "How do you know all this?" "I used to read these for fun. Pre-law, Emory. Before my mom got sick. Before I had to start flipping pancakes just to keep the lights on." Darius studied her, finally seeing the clarity in her eyes, the calm, the unshakable way she handled herself. "I'm surprised you stayed in town," he muttered. "I'm surprised you thought nobody here was smarter than you." She shot back, landing the punchline so clean, the whole counter felt like a boxing ring. She pushed the contract back. "Fix clause here, phase-based escrow release. Otherwise, they'll bleed you dry." Darius, for the first time in months, realized he'd just been handed the keys to his own survival by someone everybody else in this town had overlooked. "Can I buy you coffee?" he stammered. "You already did," Maya replied, walking away. He didn't sleep that night, calmed, replaying every word, every glance, how she didn't flinch when he barked or shrink when challenged. By dawn, his legal team confirmed she was right. Both counts. What gnawed at him more was how quick she'd seen through things his most expensive lawyers missed. By Wednesday, Darius found himself back in the cafe. Lunch rush, people packed in, clinking plates, and small talk. Maya was weaving through the crowd, steady in her world. "Back for the eggs?" she asked, eyeing him. "Back for you," he said honestly. "I just wanted to say, thank you, you saved me millions." "You sure you want to be seen thanking a waitress?" she challenged, chin up. "That's the thing," Darius said, sliding into a booth. "I'm not sure you're just a waitress. I think you see systems, see through language, see through people." "What else do you think I am?" Maya said, arms crossed. "Someone who could outthink any junior associate in my firm." "You offer me a job?" "Not yet. A conversation. No sweets, no condescension. Just coffee." She let it hang, then nodded. 10 o'clock, when my shift ends. "If you're serious, you'll wait." And he did. By 10, the place had cleared out, and they talked about Emory, about life, about how plans crumble when reality shows up. "I kept reading," Maya said, "started coding, made a legal literacy app for teens, translation tools. Who's going to take a waitress with a half-finished degree seriously?" "I would," Darius said. "You, who call me sweetheart." He winced. "I know talent when I see it. What I saw wasn't luck. It was brilliance." "I don't want charity," Maya said. "Good, because I'm not offering it. I'm offering partnership. Funding. Dev team. You lead. I back you." Maya's eyes flashed. "You know what the hardest part of being invisible is?" It's not being unseen. It's being looked at and still being invisible. Let's make them look again, Darius said. Okay, but I'm not your project. I'm your equal. You will be. 3 days later, Maya thrifted blazer, binder full of sketches walked into Whitmore Tech's glass and chrome world. Security checked her ID twice. The receptionist called her Waitress Maya like it was a joke. She sat at the big table, back straight. I want this app to be accessible, she said, for people who don't speak legal, for kids who don't get second chances. No jargon. Real stories. Darius nodded. You think of all this on your own? I listened. And I've been poor. That's a hell of an education, he smiled. Then Raymond Teller, VP Legal, walked angry suit, razor jaw, eyes scanning Maya. We were having a closed session, he said. She's part of this now, Darius replied. Right, the waitress. Maya, unfazed ill pick-up diner shifts. The tips are better than you think. Darius explained she found 2 kill clauses your team missed. Raymond's tone was sharp. Well, I'm sure she's very intuitive. She's leading the app project. I'd like your team to support her. Raymond's face said everything. Of course. When he left, Maya said, he's going to stall me. Darius want me to fire him? No, I want to earn this. Let me handle it. But back me up when I ask. You have it. That night, Maya worked in her tiny apartment, her brother Marcus on the couch, her mom in a recliner, her battered Chromebook duct taped together. Think I'll let you finish it? Marcus asked. I'm not waiting for permission, she said. Next day, she pushed her vision for wireframes, community testers. Raymond redlined everything too ambitious, liability risk. Maya printed his edits and her original. Dropped both on Darius's desk. Not scaling back, she said. Darius read, nodded. We go with your version. That easy? She asked. Not easy, but necessary. The prototype came to life on a Sunday. Maya, in pajamas, Marcus snoring, interface blinking awake on her Chromebook. It lives, she whispered, launching scenarios. What do you do if you're pulled over? What are your rights? That afternoon, Darius showed it to the UX team. They saw it, and for the first time, the room applauded real, not forced. Within weeks, Maya ran team huddles, brainstorms, night after night, always the youngest, only black woman, but nobody could miss her force. The app's pilot in Atlanta high school's Maya, in a thrifted blazer over her uniform, changed everything. She told students about their rights, saw their eyes light up. One kid waited after class. Me mom signed papers she didn't understand. Now we're getting evicted. Show me, Maya said, and she meant it. But power always pushes back. Subtle sabotage, meetings rescheduled, badge deactivated, files delayed. Raymond tried to sideline the outreach, called it risky. Maya pushed back, calm but fierce. These students are the reason this exists. You want me out because you're protecting old systems, not kids. Darius finally saw it. You need backup? Just say so. Quiet, strong, just back me. So the next morning, Maya brought donuts, plugged in, showed the team testimonials: a kid stopping an eviction, a janitor getting back stolen wages. The lab got quiet. Raymond tried to talk. Maya cut him off. Not till I'm done. Darius walked in, said, if we back down now, we betray everything this company stands for. Late that night, Maya pored over the final merger document. Something in the temporary valuation dip clause nagged her. She pieced it together. It could trigger a sell-off with a single rumor, tank Darius's stock, walk away. She rushed to him, laid out the proof. He believed her, called the board who wrote the deal, citing Maya as the reason the company didn't get fleeced. Even the sharpest board member asked, how'd you spot that? Maya, because people like me don't get second chance, we have to get it right. Darius handed her a folder. Director of Legal Innovation. You don't need a title, but they do. For the press, for the doubters. And just like that, Maya's name was everywhere. Some called it a diversity stunt. Some called her brilliant, but nobody could ignore her now. The day Lawbridge launched, Maya stood on Stagino fanfare. No apology, just truth. This isn't about me, she said. Lawbridge is a flashlight for every person locked in a room they didn't know how to door. Justice isn't for the fluent, it's for all of us. Applause, real and raw. She stayed late, answered every question single moms, students, the tired, and the overlooked. Darius was waiting outside, proud. A letter arrived, full scholarship, a law fellowship in her name. "You did this," he said. "No, my daddy played." "We did." A year later, she spoke to a packed community center, kids, parents, teachers, elders. "You ever been told to sign something you didn't understand? That's why Lawbridge exists," Maya said, scanning faces, feeling the room shift. Now it's in 27 states, in libraries and shelters, in the hands of people who were never supposed to know their rights. Back in Old Town Cafe, Maya and Darius sat in their old booth. A new Waitress girl with her hair puffed, nerves jangling, recognized Maya. "My aunt used your app," she said. "Got her job back." "Tell her she did it herself," Maya smiled. "I just gave her a flashlight." Darius lifted his mug to the ones who never got a second look. And Maya, and the ones who made them look again. No headlines, no noise, just two people, and a legacy built on second chances. So what do you think? Does justice really belong to everyone, or only those who know where to look? Let's talk about it. Leave your thoughts below. Hot's fair, what needs to change, and who are we missing when we write people off? Your story matters too.